So the super hilarious and great Animaniacs reboot is unfortunately ending, and the third and final season was released a couple of days ago. And in my opinion, I think it's alright. It's not as bad as the first season was, but also not as good as season 2. It's just alright. I'm gonna go over the individual segments, so basically just the Warners, the Pink, and the Brain. And the Warners segments aren't as bad as they were in season 1. They're basically just the same quality as in season 2, just slightly less, if that makes any sense. The Pinky and the Brain segments, they're pretty good, and I think that these Pinky and the Brain segments I think are the best out of the whole series. Mainly because that they focus more on the actual friendship of Pinky and the Brain instead of Pinky just being a complete idiot and Brain being an asshole all the time. They actually focus on their friendship in a lot of these segments, which is why they think they are the best. But I think that's something they could have just been focusing on throughout the whole series and not just in the last season, but whatever. It's still good. Anyway, for this season, they retired the amazing and incredible Gnome in People's Mouth segment, and there's a lot of Starbucks and Cindy stuff. And in the last Starbucks and Cindy segment, there's like another alien that comes along after the other alien dies or something, but that's the very last one, and there's no season 4, so no follow-up on that. Whoops! Starbucks and Cindy stuff is decent. It's not really that good, but also not really that bad. Like, want to skip past them, like certain segments in the original. But, yeah. Kind of weird how they're giving more than one segment to Starbucks and Cindy, like in the first 2 seasons, but now we're just having a bunch of segments. It's kind of too late to be doing that, but whatever. There's also a lot more random segments featuring different art styles and don't feature any sort of specific characters, and I do like those ones, but, well, no real, but I like them. Also in this season, they have cameos from classic characters, including the Goodfeathers and Slappy gets a speaking role in the final episode in her own special segment, but I think that this is stuff they should have been doing throughout the whole series, and not just in the last season. There was that episode in the first season, Good Warner Hunting, which featured all the characters in the end, but it didn't really do anything. An episode in the second season where Chicken Boo was also featured. Chicken Boo also makes a little cameo along Slappy and Skippy and the Goodfeathers in the Warner Games episode. But, yeah. According to Good Warner Hunting, Chicken Boo is the least liked character, which is wrong, but he gets more cameo appearances than actual characters that are liked more than him. I do think that them incorporating the classic characters is good, but as I said previously, one of the other things I was talking about, I think that they should have just been doing this all throughout the whole series and not just at the very end. One last thing is I want to talk about the season premiere and also the finale and compare it with the other seasons. I think that the season premiere kind of just makes the finale of the second season entirely pointless, since everything is just randomly reversed at the end. Well, not really everything, but Nora ends up being CEO, and then Ralph just stops being CEO, and also Ralph and Nora technically being related, that is literally never ever brought up again, so kind of just makes everything seem pointless. I think that the premieres of seasons 1 and 2 are better than this one, but there isn't really a real finale. I guess there is in the form of the everyday safety tips thing, but I thought they'd have a little segment talking about her. It's the very last season, but they kind of just shove it in at the very end of the everyday safety one. Overall, I think that season 3 is alright, but what do you guys think? Feel free to type down in the comments below or whatever. Bye.